154 days away from Election Day, Decision Desk HQ is out with its latest forecast. So these are not polls. These are models to show you what they think the best chance of a result is. And they predict, with 58% chance of winning, that Donald Trump will be the victor in November's election with 280 Electoral College votes. Biden's 258. DDHQ also predicts Republicans taking majorities in both chambers of Congress, the GOP picking up 3 seats in the Senate, giving them a 52-48 edge, and shows Republicans winning the House 222 to Democrats 213. Scott Tranter, data science director for Decision Desk HQ, and Liberty, who helped with the modeling on this, is with us now. Scott, we talked about this on Balance Thursday or Friday night, maybe Wednesday night before the conviction. So how do you model, with all of the data you guys have, a conviction?
Well, so we take in things like horse race polls, fundraising, all that kind of stuff. We've had
so the $200 million that Donald Trump raised over the past 3 days
has factored into it.
Okay.
Yep. As well as 3 new opinion head-to-head polls. And the polls show that there wasn't a lot of opinion movement. So our own model only moved slightly. It only went from 58 to 56% chances that Donald Trump is going to win. So it went down 2 points. The reason why it went down 2 points is because the overarching polls, the 2 polls that we had out, moved a few points against Donald Trump, specifically on the independent. So the fundraising helped, but he needed the fundraising to get him back to parity. It was the opinion movement on those polls. So we'll see what happens in these individual states as we come through. So we're expecting some out of Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania over the next week.
The only poll that actually matters is the one on November 5th, right? When we all wake up and figure out how the votes. Liberty, what is this really showing us that's different than when we say in the national polls, Biden's at 42 and Trump's at 44?
I mean, Scott may disagree with me here, but I think the fact that it did move means something. You know, everyone's talked about how the difference was about 4% between people who were affected by the conviction or not. 4% in America when a race is this close matters. I mean, it's not nothing. I mean, this is a very, very, very close race. So the couple percentage of people, when you're looking at the entire electorate of America, that's a lot of peoples.
This race is going to be decided by a point or two. So yeah, as Dr. Vitter points out, 2 to 3 points is going to be the difference.
All right, when do we really get a sense of that the conviction bakes in, number one, and number two, we still have 5 months to go, Lord help us all, that there's not other more pressing and overarching issues that are going to come out through the summer and into the fall that matter a lot more than business records in New York?
Well, I think by the time this gets baked in, which is 2 or 3 weeks, gives you time to sit and talk with your families, read a little bit of news about it, all that kind of stuff, we're going to have the first presidential debate in June. So we're going to have something else to talk about. I think by the fall, the conviction will certainly be in ads and things like that, but we'll be talking about something else by then. That's what we've seen in this Donald Trump cycle over the last 6 or 7 years. Every week is something new.
Can you put into this model the number of illegal immigrants coming across the border, the inflation rate, the cost of gas, the cost of groceries?
So the way that goes in there is opinion, right? So we take that objectively, but we have the polling. We ask where these issues are among the people, how it ranks among voters, and then that cycles into the horse race. Because at the end of the day, people might tell you they care about immigration or something like that, but if it's not a top 3 issue, it's not going to translate to the top line, which it happens to be. But that's why, you know, things like education, while people care about it, doesn't necessarily move the needle.
You have President Biden on Tuesday. We talked about this at the top of the hour. We'll be back at the top of 7 about this, with executive action on the border to try and take this issue, or at least blunt it, from the Republicans. Speaker Johnson says too little, too late. For an issue that's top of mind, like immigration, does the big press release in the Rose Garden ceremony, the president has taken action, matter, or do people wait and see if it changes how it affects their lives?
I think a lot of times people have to wait to see it affect their lives, especially these days. The public on spec, Republican, Democrat, Independent,
they're skeptical.
They're skeptical. They're like, all right, great speech. When am I going to see this in how much I'm paying? What's going on in my community? Whatever it may be. The speeches don't matter. It's the actions afterwards. That's why it takes a little while for this stuff to bake in.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.